This video is going to be based off of some problems in 12.3, and we're going to define the words polynomial, monomial, binomial, trinomial, and degree. So we're just going to look at a couple problems here, number 9 and number 11 from 12.3. A polynomial is in the form of this, where the a sub n's, a sub n minus 1, all the way down, all these things are called coefficients. And they're all real numbers. So these are real number coefficients. That's your variable. Notice this is a function, right? And n is a natural number. It's actually a whole number here. So I have whole number exponents on x, and this is written in what we're calling descending order of exponents. Is typically how we write our answers. So the highest exponent term gets written first, then the next highest one. The exponents there may have some that are 0, and you won't see those terms. So don't worry about that. Coefficients could be the x to the 0 term is over here is what I'm talking about. You'll only see the constant part. If you have a coefficient of 0, 0 times anything. So if I have a 0 x to the third, I won't see the x to the third term. All right, let's see. Let's talk about different types of polynomials that are special. So the terms of the polynomial are separated by these plus or minus signs here. It's going to be a plus sign if the coefficient is positive. It's going to be a minus sign if the coefficient is negative. So if I have just one term, a monomial could look something like 3x to the 5th. Or it could even be 3x squared y to the 3rd. Notice how there's no plus or minus signs splitting up multiple terms here. A binomial, though, is going to have two terms. So this is one term. Mono means 1. Bi means 2. Could look something like x squared minus 4, or a cubed minus b cubed, or x squared y cubed plus pi r squared. Something like that. Notice coefficients can be any real number that we want. They don't have to be rational. They can be irrational numbers like pi. So a trinomial going to be 3 terms. And it may look anything like 3x squared minus 5x plus 7, or it could look like x cubed plus 4x squared y plus y cubed. Anything that you want like that. It's got, here, let's make this one minus, just so you see that they don't always have to be plus signs, that it's going to have 3 terms. A polynomial can have any amount of terms that we want. Poly means many, so it can have as many as, it can have as few as 1 term. It can have as many terms as you want. We also classify polynomials by their degree, which is, most of the time in this class, we're just going to be dealing with terms that only have 1 variable in them. We won't be dealing with a lot of these types of terms that have x squared, y cubed, and so on, other than when we're pulling out a GCF. So for instance, I'll just talk about these basic examples here that are to the left. This term here is degree 5. This is degree 2 is the degree of that polynomial, because the highest exponent that I see here is degree 2. This polynomial here, the a cubed minus b cubed, is degree 3. Technically, this one is degree 5 because I have 2 and 3 add together to give me 5. So that's the degree of that term. If you get things with different letters in them, look for the term that has the highest exponent when you add the exponents together, like that. And then this trinomial here is degree 2. This trinomial here is degree 3. Notice I made all my terms in this trinomial degree 3. You don't have to do that. See how this one was degree 2, that one was degree 1, and this one was degree 0. But the classification of the polynomial is only based off of the highest degree term that we see. Let's go ahead and let's look at a couple example problems. So I have 11x squared minus x to the 4th minus 11x to the 3rd. The degree of the polynomial is going to be 4, because 4 is the highest exponent that I see, and it's a trinomial. I have 4x cubed minus 8x to the 7th. So my degree is going to be 7, and this is a binomial. That's it for this video. It was more definition than it was examples, but I hope that was helpful to you to see that they're going to write things not always in descending order of exponents, and you're going to have to search for the term that has the highest exponent. That's going to define the degree of the polynomial. And then you're going to look and see how many terms you have. Once you have simplified and combined like terms, you make this decision. You don't make this decision before you simplify. That I see that I have 3 different terms separated by plus or minus signs. So that's going to be a trinomial. And in this case, I have 2 terms separated by plus or minus signs. So it's going to be a binomial. All right, we'll come back next time and start to simplify polynomials by combining like terms, which is what we were just talking about. So we'll see you for the next video.